Stretching between the Indian and Pacific Ocean lies a nation shaped not by one land but by thousands. Indonesia is the world's largest island country, where more than 17,000 islands form one endlessly diverse journey, from dense jungle to smoking volcanoes, from quiet villages to living cities. It's a place where cultures don't compete, they coexist, hundreds of traditions, languages, and stories woven into a single identity. Across these islands, nature changes its face again and again. Waves carve coastline, reefs glow beneath the sea, and history still breathes in stone and ritual. In this journey, we explore 10 remarkable places. Is different, is unforgettable to understand why Indonesia is not just a destination but an experience. Number 10. Kuta. On the southern coast of Bali, where the shoreline stretches endlessly, one name has echoed across the world: Kuta. Before resorts and surf culture, Kuta was a small fishing village built around the sea, the tides, and a quiet coastal life. Over time, the waves told a different story. Kuta became one of Bali's earliest surf destinations, drawing surfers from across the globe, especially from nearby Australia. Today, the beachfront is lined with hotels, restaurants, and lively streets, a mix of travel, nightlife, and everyday movement by the sea. Just minutes away stands Nogodarai International Airport, placing Kuta among the most accessible beaches in Indonesia, where arrivals meet the ocean almost instantly. To protect Bali's culture and environment, major tourism development has been focused mainly in the island's southern peninsula. Kuta lies on its western side, with Sanur facing the east. Kuta is where Bali first opened its doors to the world, a beach shaped by waves, stories, and constant change. Number 9. Yogyakarta. In the heart of Java, there's a city where history isn't kept behind glass, it lives on the streets. This is Yogyakarta. Yogyakarta is different from the rest of Indonesia. It's the only city still ruled by a royal family, where the Sultan remains part of everyday life. Here, culture is alive, dance moves with quiet grace, and batik patterns carry stories passed down for generations. As the sun goes down, shadow puppets light up the night, ancient legend retold one silhouette at a time. But Yogyakarta isn't only about tradition, it's also one of the Indonesia's major education hubs, driven by students and ideas. For a short but powerful moment, this city even became Indonesia's capital during the fight for independence. Yogyakarta doesn't rush, it doesn't shout, it gently asks you to slow down and feel how history, culture, and life flow together. Number 8. Gili Islands. Just off the northwest coast of Lombok, 3 small islands rest quietly in the sea. The Gili Islands, Gili Trawangan, Gili Meno, and Gili are small in size, yet each island carries a different mood, from lively beaches to peaceful shores. Here there are no cars, no engines. Life moves by foot, by bicycle, or by traditional horse-drawn carts called sidomo. Gili Trawangan feels energetic sunsets, cafes, conversations, and long evenings beside the sea. Gili Meno is the opposite. Calm mornings, open beaches, and silence broken only by the waves. Gili Air rests in between, home to the largest local community, where island life feels simple and warm. Beneath the water lies another world, colorful reefs, marine life, and dive spots that make the Gilis unforgettable. Number 7. Canggu. Just beyond Bali's crowded hotspots, there's a coastal village where the day starts slow and the ocean rides its own rhythm. Welcome to Canggu. This is where surfers chase the perfect wave from sunrise, and the beach carries a blend of calm mornings and restless tides. Move a little island and Canggu changes its face. Quiet fields, green rice terraces, and a lifestyle that feels both traditional and effortlessly modern. Stylish cafes, cozy workspaces, and slow living culture attract travelers from all around the world, yet the soul of Bali stays alive here. Head south and the vibe shifts again. Seminiacs, luxury boutiques, beach clubs, and vibrant evenings remind you that Bali has many moods. And just north of Canggu, Tanah Lot stands like a timeless guardian above the sea, one of Bali's most magical sunset spots. Canggu isn't just a place, it's a feeling, a balance of sharp nature and effortless freedom. Number 6. Nusa Penida. Just southeast of Bali, there's an island where the sea turns crystal blue and the cliffs fall sharply into the endless ocean. This is Nusa Penida. Unlike Bali's lush green, Penida is rugged, dry and wild, a land of sweeping hills reaching up to 524 meters, carved by wind and time. Here nature writes its own poetry, archways carved by the waves, tidal pools glowing under the sun, and cliffs that look like they are sculpted by giants. But this island is more than scenery. It's home to thousands, from just over 45,000 people in 2010 to nearly 66,000 today, a growing community living between land and sea. Nusa Penida is not alone. It washes over Lembongan, Seningan, and 11 tiny islands scattered like jewels in the Badung Strait. And beneath the surface, a world of manta rays, drifting currents, and reefs bursting with life, a diverse stream at the edge of paradise. Nusa Penida is not just a destination, it's a feeling, raw, bold, unforgettable, a place where Bali's magic takes a wilder form. Number 5. Komodo. Far in the lesser Sunda Islands, there's a land where the ocean glows and legends still breathe. This is Komodo, an island shaped by wind, stone, and time. 291 square kilometers of raw, untouched beauty. Here life moves to the rhythm of nature. And at the heart of this island lives the world's largest living lizard, the Komodo dragon, a creature as old as myth and as real as the ground beneath your feet. A small community calls this place home. Around 1,800 people who lives between sea and savanna, keeping traditions alive on this legendary island. Beneath the waves lies another world, colorful reefs swirling life, part of the coral triangle, one of the Earth's richest marine ecosystems. Since 1991, Komodo has stood protected as a national park and UNESCO World Heritage Site, a sanctuary of rare species and ancient landscapes. Komodo is more than an island, it's a living wonder, waiting for those who seek wild beauty at the edge of Indonesia. Lombok. Just east of Bali, there's an island where time feels slower and the ocean seems to breathe in shades of blue. This is Lombok. Nearby, perfectly round, with a long tail stretching southeast, Lombok is part of the Lesser Sunda Island, a world shaped by volcanoes, culture and untouched nature. Its heartbeat in the city of Mataram, but its soul lives in the quiet villages and the Shashak way of life. Here the land feels raw, dramatic, alive. The shadow of Mount Rinjani looms in the distance, reminding travelers that Lombok isn't just beautiful, it's powerful. Surrounding it are small islands locals call Gili, floating jewels in clear water, where boats drift silently and the world feels far away. Each Gili has its rhythm, slow mornings, warm sunsets, and night under endless stars. Despite being close to Bali, Lombok moves differently, straightforward, humble, honest. Just like the meaning of its Shashak name Lombok, culture here isn't performed, it's lived. As the sun melts into the horizon, Lombok becomes a quiet dream, a place where every journey feels personal and every moment feels earned. Number 3. Jakarta. Jakarta doesn't wake up slowly. It rises all at once, like a giant city breathing into life. On the northwest coast of Java, the world's most populated island, this massive metropolis breathes with a rhythm made of millions of footsteps, stories, and dreams. This is Indonesia de facto capital, a city so dynamic that it stands as Southeast Asia's largest metropolis and the headquarters of ASEAN, a place where decisions shaped the region, yet the streets still feel personal, local, familiar. Travel a little deeper and you will find constructs everywhere. The old charm of Kota Tua, where time slows down among colonial streets and every building whispers a different chapter of Jakarta's past. Head north and the sea greets you, the wide blue Java Sea, carrying the sound of boats' harbors and the promise of distant islands waiting beyond the horizon. By night, Jakarta becomes something entirely different, a glowing universe of lights, towers, food stalls, and music, a city of 41 million people, yet somehow it finds a way to make every traveler feel like they belong. Jakarta isn't just big, it's alive. Number 2. Ubud. There's a special kind of silence in Ubud, the kind that feels ancient, almost secret. Here farms and rice terraces stretch like green waves surrounding a town that welcomes over 3 million visitors a year, yet somehow never loses its calm heartbeat. Ubud was once a quiet village, but today it is the cultural soul of Bali. Painters, dancers, woodcarvers, musicians, every corner feels like a small studio where creativity grows naturally like the trees. Walk a little deeper and you will find temples hidden behind mossy gates. The monkey forest breathes with his story and narrow stone paths that feel untouched by time. And then comes the Ubud. Every traveler falls in love with the jungle cafes, the yoga retreats, the slow mornings with mountain air, the evenings when the whole town glows golden. In every direction, Ubud blends nature and culture so gently that you barely notice how it changes you. But by sunset, you are no longer just a visitor, you are part of its rhythm, quiet, peaceful, completely alive. Number 1. Bali. There's a quiet moment when your plane drifts over Bali and the island rises from the clouds like a promise waiting to unfold. Bali is not just Bali, it is a circle of islands from the ragged cliffs of Nusa Penida to the calm southwest shores of Lombok and Scenic. Is carrying its own rhythm. At the center lies Denpasar, a busy city where tradition meets modern life, crowded markets, warm smiles, and the pulse of everyday Bali, all moving together in perfect harmony. But the spirit of the island lives in Ubud, in the scent of incense drifting through temples, in the rustle of bamboo forest, and in the slow, thoughtful place and that makes you forget the world outside. Tourism may fill the island, yet Bali's heart remains untouched. Emerald rice fields rolling into the horizon, ancient temples whispering stories, and waterfalls hidden deep like quiet secrets. And when the sun sinks into the ocean, you understand why people return again and again, not just for peace but for a feeling, a gentle reminder that beauty can slow you down and helps you breathe differently. Indonesia is not a place you simply visit, it's a place you feel, in the rhythm of its islands and in the silence between its moments. Across these 10 places, we show more than landscapes, we show stories shaped by nature, tradition and time. From quiet shores of living cities, Indonesia moves at its own pace, never rushing, never standing still. And perhaps that's its greatest beauty. Long after the journey ends, Indonesia doesn't fade away, it stays with you.